Hi, welcome again. We're going to be dealing with linear equations and their adaptations. In other words, I'm going to start dealing with some of the how-tos. And this first in the series of linear equation adaptations is going to be about crossing lines. Here we have two formulas, right, that we represent graphically. They're linear formulas. And the question that we want to ask ourselves is what's happening over there where they cross each other? Equation intersections. Given that we've got a bunch of equations, I first want to show you what you need to do with the equation. Now, very often in exam papers, and this is a very common error, guys, so I need you to really listen careful to what I'm saying now and take my advice. Let's say you're given a bunch of equations like that. There are 4 equations. The first step you need to do is write them in the format that you understand as a line. Some people say the C is B. Doesn't matter. It's the concept that's important here. Some people say y is equal to mx plus c. Some people say y is equal to mx plus b. It doesn't matter. It's the concept that's important here. So we rewrite equation 1, and if you rewrite equation 1 carefully, you'll see y is equal to minus 3x plus 3. Rewrite equation 2, y is equal to 2x plus 6. Rewrite equation 3, y is equal to 0x or 0 plus 2. Y is equal to 2. And the last one is like that. Now that's very important concept to do. Your first trick in solving any of these kinds of equations is to write it in the format of y is equal to mx plus c. Now, given these equations, where will equation 1 and equation 2 cross? Let's draw them. To draw them, we first do some normal calculation. We say y is equal to minus 3x plus 3, and where y is equal to 0, if we recalculate this, x will be equal to 1. Where x is equal to 0, y will be equal to 3. This is a pretty standard way that we actually draw lines. Equation 2, y is equal to 2x plus 6. Where y is equal to 0, we work out x, and x will be equal to negative 3. Where x is equal to 0, for that equation, y will be equal to 6. And once we've done that, we draw the lines. We have the two equations. The point of intersection of these two lines is there. Pretty important for us to actually focus on what we're trying to solve. We're trying to find that point of intersection. Now, for equation 1 and equation 2, their y's will be equal. So we start there. We say the y's will be equal. If the y's are equal, this implies that the objective part of the function must be equal as well. So we set 3x plus 3 equal to 2x plus 6. And we now solve for x. And we get x is equal to minus 0.6. Now remember, we're trying to find the point of intersection. That's that point, where the two lines cross. At that point, x and y must be equal. There can only be one point of intersection, so we need to find that point. We already found the first part of the point, which is the x part, which is minus 0.6. So, with that in mind, let's get the y. That's pretty simple. We insert it into equation 1. So we take the x, we put the x value into equation 1, and we calculate for y. And if we calculate properly, we get to 4.8. We now insert x into equation 2, and you must do this, guys. The answer is correct, but if you've made a mistake, it's going to come out now. So I assert that you must do equation 2 as well. Because if you insert it, there can be no lying. Mathematics does not lie. And you must end up with the same answer. Y is equal to 4.8. And if we study the graph, it kind of looks right. And yay, we're done. And we can now write down the actual point as minus 0.6, 4.8. Let's summarize. Equation 1 and equation 2. First step is we write the equations in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. Very important. Second step. At the intersection, y of the first equation must be equal to y of the second equation. Step 3. Because these two y's are equal, we can now set the objective functions as equal as well. So we can say m of equation 1x plus c of equation 1 must be equal to m of equation 2x plus c of equation 2. We calculate the x value. We've now only got one indeterminate, and we can calculate the x value. 4, we set the x value into both, and I say again both equations, to check your value. Because if after you've done this, y1 is not equal to y2, you've made a mistake and you need to redo it. Thank you. Happiness is. It's very, very simple. Have a look at this video a number of times. Make sure you understand exactly how to do that. And above all, don't let questions in tests or exams confuse you. Start off by writing the equation in the standard form. Very important. That's all for today from Maths for You today. Subscribe to my channel, like or dislike the video, but if you put the warning bell on, you'll at least be told when the next video is available. Please go to https://www.mathforYouToday. That's our official site. There are many more benefits there, such as quizzes related to these and previous topics, and worksheets. Think positive. Maths is great. You will be surprised at how enjoyable it becomes if you just practice a little and make sure you master some of these techniques. Thank you.